Hello everyone, welcome to the stream. Today we're going to be flying the Flight Factor A350. We've not flown this aircraft in quite a while actually, and we're going to be flying this aircraft down to Detroit, and we're going to be taking a look at the Detroit City Landmarks package from Orbx, which they very kindly provided to the channel for me to stream for you guys. Hey Phenomen, Chili, welcome to the stream. Thomas and Stan, welcome guys, glad to have you all here. So, as you can see, we are in the Delta A350 livery here, and it looks really nice. I don't know why, but the Delta livery just looks really nice on this A350. Although, pretty sure most liveries look good on this A350. We are here at Chicago O'Hare Airport. Now we're using FrameGen, and I've absolutely smashed my graphics up to pretty much the max. As you can see, look at all those buildings. So this will be another good test of the new beta. I've been having a couple of performance issues, but I think they were one-off, and I did some test flights after that, and it seems to be okay now. So let me know how it looks on stream. If we get too much stuttering, I'll turn the settings down a little bit. But look, we're getting a in the cockpit at least we get around 30 FPS, which then with FrameGen we get 60, which is more than enough. So let's get started here. Hey DT297, welcome my friend. Elijah, Delta livery looks good on any plane. Oh yeah, it does for sure. Right, so let's see here. Let me bring up Navigraph for you guys. There we are. We'll brief the route here. And so we are flying from Chicago O'Hare, and I don't think we've ever flown from here on the channel. I don't often fly from here, you know, when I'm just flying off stream. And Jesus, it is a huge airport. Look at this. And so I did get some autos generated. We are using auto as well today. And we're going to be flying first. A bit of a weird flight plan here, but it's what SimBrief gave us. We're going to be flying up north into the state of Wisconsin here, and then we'll be straight onto the star here, which is the RKC TY2 arrival into Detroit. This is a Playboy Party. Thanks for... Oh, Chili. Okay, thank you very much. Yeah, it's... when Discord names and YouTube names are different, I sometimes don't make that connection. But hey, thanks for letting me know. And no worries. No worries. So, we're on the arrival here, and then we're going to be straight onto the ILS runway 21, flying right past the city here. We'll take a look at the landmarks, landing ILS 21 left at Detroit. Once we do land, we'll go and take a closer look at the landmarks package. It's quite nice, actually. It's available for 24 Australian dollars, which is around 12 Great British pounds, which must be about 13, 14 US dollars, I think. There is a link in the pinned comments if you do want to check it out. That is a custom affiliate link as well, so it does help the channel out. And that's our route today. We are taking 22 left out of Chord, but what I want to do is this 22 left here, and we don't actually have a departure. So what we're gonna do is make a left turn and pretty much sort of overfly the city and then go direct to Rainer. That'll be pretty cinematic, I think. So we'll go ahead and do that. Let's bring that back. Okay, and might just have to reset the frame gen here for a second so it actually comes up on... There it is. Right. So yeah, I just had to reset the frame gen there for a second so it actually comes up on the stream. But let's go ahead and get the aircraft started. We are using the brilliant Mango Studio sound pack. Actually, we can enable the 5900 call outs because I do like them on the A350, and we are using this sound pack. Brilliant sound pack. Use the code DrishalMAC2 for 20% off if you do want to pick it up. And we'll go ahead and get everything on. What we do need to do here is once we get the bus tie, then we need to go external power as well, but we need to just request it. You know what I'm going to do? I think I am going to turn my settings down just a tad because this is really pushing my computer. We'll just turn it to high and let that reload. I think we were a bit overly ambitious there, sticking everything on max. But Detroit will look good. I wanted my settings a bit high. So Detroit looks as good as possible. Hey, shipped up, welcome. Bought my first high fidelity plane, the PMDG 739 from Microsoft Flight Sim today. Really having a blast with it. Oh yeah, PMDG 737, really nice. I love my Zebo, you know, the Zebo mod xplane 12. I really do enjoy flying it. But I do enjoy the PMDG 737. I have the 800 in Microsoft Flight Sim. Just because it's the most common variant, really. It's nice that we have a proper freighter variant, or a Boeing converted freighter variant in Microsoft Flight Sim. I'd love a Zebo converted freighter for xplane 12. That would be pretty cool. Xplane won't take too long to load here. Just change the settings. It'll only be 1 or 2 minutes, hopefully. How do you get a custom picture as the loading screen? I think in the xplane folder, if you go to, I believe it's output and then backgrounds, whatever images you put into that folder, it will load, and it will load random pictures. Do you think the A350 is a beauty? The A350 is such a nice plane. It really is. It's so incredibly like photogenic. Yeah, A350, lovely plane. Can't wait for Flight Factor and Tolis to release their combined A350, the V2. Because if it's anything like this 777, that's going to be incredible. We have an A350 that's the same quality as the recent Flight Factor 777 with Tolis systems. That is an absolute dream. It's really exciting stuff for the future here. Oh yeah, that's a weird issue, isn't it? Actually, the not having clacks in the database for the Zebra 737. We tried reinstalling the air rack and all that good stuff, but to no avail. I think you reinstalled the actual aircraft as well, didn't you? So, all right, I should just finish uploading here. I'm so looking forward to moving on to my new PC with the Ryzen 7800 X3D. We won't have any of these messing around with settings. The only reason I had it on max because I was testing my settings earlier with beta 7 and I forgot to change it back when I loaded in. But we'll be good to go here in just a second. Not too long at all. We can have a look at this beautiful, look at this MD-11 here. Brilliant. We need to fly the MD-11 on stream again, I think. So many aircraft we have to choose from. So many. So yeah, I purposely chose a ramp close to the runway because, well, trying to navigate Chicago O'Hare on the ground, even with Navigraph, yeah, it can be a bit difficult. But anyway, all right, so we're back. That FPS will stabilize shortly. 30, and then with 60 with frame gen, that's not too bad at all. So what we need to do is just go to ground services. We'll open the doors here, get the ground equipment. So we'll get the ground power. We don't want stairs because we are plane at gate. Chocks, we don't passenger bus, fuel, luggage, and ULD train. Brilliant. Let's see here. Can we get the... Nope, jetway isn't going to connect. So you know what? We'll just get passenger bus and stairs. All right. Let's jump onto external power then. There it is. Get all of this stuff on. Beautiful, beautiful sounds. Crew supply. Logo and the nav light can go on. Seat belts, no smoking signs. And emergency exit can go on. Again, if the sounds, let me know how the sounds are. If you can hear me and hear the sim well, because I have played around with that again. Wish we get the A350 V2 after 777 and 787. I think, yeah, the 787 is coming out next, and then we'll get the A350. So that's probably a good few years away. Now I'm not sure why on the A350 here you have so much to turn on. I would have thought this is all automatic, like most of the Airbuses. But the cold and dark in this is a lot of switches to turn on and off. Thanks, Thomas. Sound level is okay. Appreciate that, my friend. So, did we get the ADIS? We did get the ADIS on. Lovely stuff. And we'll go to flight plan. It's so surprising this aircraft has SimBrief integration, so you can request a flight plan. Not sure why we don't have it in the 75 and 767. I mean, they added it into this A350, and then we never got, you know, proper SimBrief integration in the 75 and 767. So that's a bit of a strange one, but nonetheless works really well here. Can start aligning the IRS, and we need to go to serve here, controls, and we'll get all this onto auto. Do you by any chance own GSX for Microsoft Flight Sim? Because I might buy GSX or FS Realistic. I don't have GSX, but I do get tempted sometimes, to be honest, to get that. And I do have FS Realistic. That's a game changer. I can highly recommend that. Highly recommend that. So, FMS1, flight plan, and let's go. So our departure, I love the flight computer in this A350. So easy to use, really nice. And you do of course have the regular FMC back here if you do want to use this or as a backup or something. So look at this long list of runways here at O'Hare. We're departing 22 left. No SID today. Does Chicago O'Hare really not have any SIDs? That's interesting. None came up on Navigraph either. And no transition. Alright, so we'll insert that. And we'll delete the disco. Hello, welcome to the stream. Doggy, welcome to the stream as well. Alright. Runway, we are arriving. A lot of runways at Detroit as well. 21 left. ILS. Did we select the wrong runway? 21 left. ILS 21 Lima via count. And then the star is RKC TY2. That one there, and the causal transition. Lovely. Okay, let's step through this flight plan. Yeah, Elijah, very interesting. Like I said, I don't often fly from Chicago, so I didn't actually know that. But yeah, interesting that it doesn't have any SIDs. I suppose because it's got so many runways, They just vector themselves or something, or sorry, ATC vector the aircraft, I would guess. Because there's so many different runways. Let's put this in plan. I'm doing good, doggy. How are you doing? Thank you very much for asking. Will you be streaming on Wednesday? I love a good X-plane stream on my birthday. You know what? We'll do it. We'll stream on Wednesday, and what shall we fly then? Let us know. What shall we fly on Wednesday? I was going to do a stream on Wednesday anyway. So, just need to get rid of that discontinuity. That's why we check the flight plan. There it is. So, just delete that. There it is. And there's the ILS. Lovely, that looks good. Does a 350-1000 mod work on X-plane 12? No, it doesn't, I don't believe. I am using auto right now, yes, I am. I have regular autos for the surrounding area. So here at the airport, you can actually see, I didn't have time to make, where is it? Where's the other room? There it is. So this tile here, as you can see, I have auto for. This tile over here, which you can see is a different shade along this line, is auto. I didn't have time to make that tile before the stream, unfortunately. I'd say something old school of your choice, or A300 maybe. I think that's the oldest I've got, to be honest. Or maybe we attempt the fly Jason on stream for the first time. Right, what were we doing? We need to do our payload. So we go to airplane, passengers. Our zero fuel weight is around. Let's just take a look. Elijah, I am using SimHeaven, yes. And Global Forest as well. So, we need a zero fuel weight of around 166 tons. So, 170, let's just get rid of, we take 70 passengers out from there. That should be okay, so we'll implement that. We need to get, not in, right, so we have that open. Oh, we need to open that door as well, most likely. 2 left. And then we go to airplane, passengers. What do you mean not in loading configuration? Oh, it didn't open? Okay. I do own the 747-200. I've not flown it yet. I've owned it since last August and I've not flown it yet. And I don't think I'm going to learn how to fly it in one day tomorrow, so not that for now. I have exams next week, so I'm sort of focused on those right now. But I do want to get that aircraft in the air. There it is, alright. And block fuel today, we're taking 11 point... No, we're not. We're taking 11.6. So we'll implement that. 5% of the tanks. And alright, go 0.0 here, flaps 1, CG out of range, of course it is. Okay, what's our CG? 16%. I think we probably need to do this. Implement that. There it is, alright. How do you have a nice airport when I spawn with ultra graphics airport buildings are not very detailed? This is default Chicago over here. I don't know. Some airports are more detailed than others. Some are more detailed than others, but this is default Chicago. Yeah, looks pretty good. So let's just put our V speeds in, and I've just remembered we should probably get the APU going as well, shouldn't we? Oh yes, one day we will do the 747 into the 747-200 into Kai-Tak. Yes, I really do want to do that. I'm sure the 747 isn't as difficult as I seem to think it is. I suppose once you've flown it a few times, like any other aircraft, it's easy enough. But we just need to get around to actually doing that. So, V speeds 363638. So 136, 136, and then 138, and going to be flaps 1, and our flex was 61. And alright, good stuff. Do you have airport enhancement package? Nope, I do not. This is just pure default, other than the sim heaven and ortho and ortho. So I think we're good here then. Let's just set our cruise altitude, which was 330, and I'm just going to make sure that it's put in the init page correctly as well. Yeah, 330, lovely. So nope, don't want to do that. QNH is in Chicago. Let's check. 2991. So we'll just set that as well. Lovely. And we've got anti-skid on. Alrighty. APU bleed can go on. APU gen can go on. We can go off the external power now. And let's close all the doors and get ready for pushback. In the meantime, let's plan this. So let's see what's the best way. Let's push out here like that.
Ground to cockpit, plan acknowledged. Call me through the menu when you
First
are
flight
ready.
in 737-900 ended up rather quickly after I accidentally pressed Alt F4 instead of Alt F3. Oh, shipped up. I've done that so many times where I've quit a game or something pressing the Alt F3, so I ended up changing the keybind. But yeah, I've done that many times as well. Santiago, welcome to the stream. What were we doing here? I love these new little buttons here called magic tiles with a new Better Pushback update. And Better Pushback can now be updated through the Skunkcraft installer, which is really cool. So we
Ground to
can call that.
cockpit, tow is driving up.
There we are. Lovely. That's really nice. I love that. Better Pushback is coming a long way now. We've got some really nice updates coming out for it as well, actually. And got a beacon light on for the pushback. I think we're good to go here. And close all the doors. We should probably do that. So we'll go to ground services then. Doors and hatches, we'll just close all of them and get rid of all of these. Alrighty. Good stuff. Oh yeah, look at that. Beautiful Delta A350. I love flying this thing on long
Okay,
hauls.
all doors and hatches are closed. Ready to connect.
I think the A350, since I started sort of properly tracking my hours and flights in Flight Sim, I believe it's my most, in terms of flight hours, most flown aircraft, I think. But that's just because I do super long hauls in it, like 17-hour flights, so... In terms of actual, you know, the actual number of flights, my most flown would be this 737, or the A320 family, probably. Ordered a new F4F Wildcat in 148 for the new working. I'm really looking forward to working on it. Oh, your models are really good. I'm looking forward to seeing some of that, the pictures of that on the Discord there.
So connected and bypass pin inserted. Release parking brake.
Alright, so we're cleared for pushback. I'm pretty sure we have done everything here, haven't we? Yes. So we'll get the parking brake
Starting
off.
pushback, and you may start engines.
Alrighty. Now we have our bleed on, beacon light. Alright, let's go to start mode and let's start engine number 1 first, and I'll let you listen to these beautiful sounds in the Mango Studios sound pack. Absolutely amazing sounds. When I first got this aircraft, obviously, you know, it's not amazing. We all know the flat-backed A350 isn't the best aircraft by any means. It's not bad for just A to B flying like we are today, but if you're looking for something study level with some more accurate systems, this is not the aircraft. But with the Mango Studio sound pack, it just makes such a big difference, and it really does make flying this aircraft really quite enjoyable. Hey HG Sim, welcome to the stream, my friend. Hope you're doing well. And it's a good start on number 1. Let's go start engine number 2 and go flaps 1, arm the speed brake as we push back. Lovely stuff. And yeah, frame gen working beautifully here. This is exactly the kind of circumstances it comes in use for. Around 35 frames were set out here natively, so it's pushing us up all the way to 60, and it's nice and butter smooth. Cursor lags a bit, which is unfortunate. I think I may have found a fix for that actually, so I need to do some testing. And I need to get my video out of how I'm streaming and recording with FrameGen, so I know a lot of people have been asking. So that'll be coming out shortly as well. Beautiful wing. What do you use for your sim controls? In terms of sort of flight sim hardware, I'm using a Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant.
Operation complete. Go ahead and set the parking brake.
Set the parking brake. So I'm using a Honeycomb Bravo throttle quadrant with some 3D printed mods for like flap detent and stuff like that. I then am using for my side stick a VKB Gladiator. Now this VKB is about 6 years old. This VKB Gladiator, I bought it for £150 back 6 years ago, and it's still just as good as the day I bought it, and it feels incredible. No cheap gimbal. You know, the base is metal, so it's nice and heavy, doesn't move around. It's a fantastic joystick. So you know, if anyone's looking for a good side stick, especially for flight sim, I've got to recommend VKB. Super stuff, and I'm guessing their new stuff must be even better than what I've got. I mean, they've got 6 years worth of advancements on the new stuff, so yeah, maybe we'll upgrade to a new one at some point, but at the moment there's no need to upgrade. This thing is still perfect.
Has been removed. Hand signal on the left. We'll see you next time, and have fun up there.
Right, so they're going to disconnect, which is great. V2 of this aircraft is going to be amazing with TOLIS working with Flight Factor. Yeah, we actually mentioned it earlier in the stream. I can't wait for that. I know it's a few years away most likely, but if we get an A350 that's TOLIS and Flight Factor, and then, you know, based on what we've seen from the 777 V2, if it's anywhere near that sort of quality, it's going to be a fantastic aircraft. So with that, the 787 coming too from Flight Factor, I'm really excited. We've got some great high fidelity aircraft coming to xplane 12, or maybe it'll be as late as 13, who knows. We get our taxi lights on here, and our nose light to taxi APU went off. So good to taxi here. We'll get the parking brake off. We need to set our auto brake to RTO. So we'll arm that, flap set to 1. And alrighty, we'll taxi here to the runway. We're going to make a, let's see here. Okay, yeah, so we're going to make a right turn here. Sawtooth, if I had to guess, CH-53 Sea Stallions from German Luftwaffe, which were probably doing some sort of VIP transport since there were 2 of them. Oh wow, that's a really cool find. And the A350 does look good, doesn't it? Look at that. For an 11 or 12-year-old aircraft, or however old this add-on is, it's, you know, it's not bad. I know it gets you know, a fair bit of hate, and yeah, okay, it's not up to the new Flight Factor stuff or TOLIS level or really anything, but considering the age of this aircraft, it's not too bad, honestly. It's not too bad. Looks like there's an aircraft coming in to land there. I'm not liking the dark window tint though. It makes everything outside look really dark. And we do need to get the transponder, so we can go to auto. And TCAS TARA will do that as we get closer to the runway. So yeah, natively 35 FPS, which isn't bad, base FPS, and then frame gen up to 70, so it looks good. Nice and smooth for me. I hope it's nice and smooth for you on the stream as well. Are you using Traffic Global? I am, yes. From Just Flight, yes, I am. It's a great add-on, but I do hope it gets an update, especially with the models. Models aren't the best looking, and maybe some SID Star sort of implementation or something. But for now, it's really nice. Just makes the airports come to life, and having accurate aircraft on each stand is really nice as well. I do like it. So we're going to go to the end of this taxiway here, and then we're making a right turn, which should take us to the runway. So we'll get the transponder to TARA, put this back to FMS1, and we'll go flight plan. And let's get our strobe light on, wing, landing, nose light can go on as well. There it is, and we should be good for takeoff then. So we're going to make a right turn here. Now they're landing, the aircraft here landing on a completely different runway to what we're taking off on. Yes, they're landing on this runway. Okay. So we'll be wary of them, but we should be okay. Weather radar's on, good stuff. Yeah, so a little bit of artifacting I'm seeing right now on my screen, but like I said, we are pushing the limits a little bit today. And alright, we'll line up here. Quick flight control check. And everything's looking good. Let's pull them up 40%. And we'll go toga. Oh, there are those sounds. Beautiful. Maintain center line here. Definitely did not need toga, but for the sounds we'll do it. FPS dropping a bit there. B1, rotate. Alright. Gear is going up. Go for a flyby here. And yeah, you can see some artifacting down the delta. Go for a little wing wave. Bye bye to Chicago. And then we're making this left turn. I removed FXAA. I turned it off with the update and I'm getting flickering, so I should probably turn that back on next time around. And we'll go down to the climb detent then. And in a second what we'll do is we'll go direct to the next waypoint, which is Rainer. And oh, these sounds are beautiful. So let's just go. Can we go direct? We can. Okay. There it is. Perfect. So we'll follow this now. Get a nice view of the city. Over there, there it is. We depart. That is, what a view. Look at that. I love with frame gen being able to put my graphics a lot higher. And go flaps up then. And we'll level out here in just a second. We'll take a look at a wing view on the right hand side as well, because I want to get that city. we're gonna go into a cloud, but looks good. Alrighty. Let's get the autopilot on there then. Lovely stuff. Just zoom out on the ND there. Good. Alright. So, what's the temperature? No need for anti-ice. Good stuff. Alright. Is that Mango Studio sound pack? It is, absolutely. And if you want 20% off that, you can use my code, DrishalMAC2. Brilliant sound pack, highly recommend. Especially for this aircraft. If any aircraft needs a sound pack, it's this. The default sounds are horrendous. You can barely hear the engines. Brilliant, alright. Look at that. Looks pretty good. Yeah, FXAA I should probably turn back on, because I'm getting this weird flickering here. What is your PC spec? I have an i5-12400F RTX 3070 Ti, 32 gigabytes of DDR4 RAM, and a gigabyte B660 motherboard, I think it is, but I don't recommend the motherboard. I am upgrading to a what is it? MSI B650 motherboard with a Ryzen 7800 X3D and a DDR5 RAM. Should be a nice upgrade for us. And we'll get the runway turn off, landing lights and nose light off now, as we are above 10,000. Looks good. This is all auto now. We're outside of the area which I generated autos for. Yeah, that flickering is not great without FXAA. Alrighty. Recently saw a documentary on the topic of cargo flights in Africa, and now I'd love to see a good IL-76 for X-plane. Do some shady cargo ops. Yeah, that'd be pretty cool, an IL-76 in X-plane. One aircraft I don't think we have any under development, but one aircraft I really would like is an ATR-72 in X-plane. We have a fair few carriers here in the UK using them. We've got Logan Air, Aer Lingus use them, and then West Atlantic use them for cargo ops into East Midlands. So I'd love a good ATR-72. I really would. Recently upgraded my PC from a 1660 with 9700K. Couldn't run X-plane 12 on loads crap. Yeah, before this I had I think it was a Ryzen 7 1600. You know, a decent CPU but really old as well. And yeah, it could not run X-plane 12 at all. So for the first 6 months of it, when X-plane 12 came out, I was still using X-plane 11 because 12 would just not run for me at all. Fly to MROC in Toulouse A320neo, runway 25. Where's MROC? What airport is that? I'm not familiar with it. But I don't have the A320neo. We could do the A321 maybe. Hey Mint Miller, welcome to the stream, my friend. How you doing? Costa Rican, that'd be really cool. Yeah. Costa Rica is a great place to fly in the sim as well. I'd love to, maybe we'll do some flying around there soon. Oh, Costa Rica. Okay, I see. MROC is in Costa Rica. Got you. Yeah, we'll do that for sure. We can do that, definitely. A beautiful place to fly. %, yeah. I think we did MROC, actually. I think we have done it once. In our, like, third ever stream in the A340, I think. And then we went to Princess Juliana. But we'll do it again for sure, yeah, 100%. I'm doing good, Mint Mellow. Thank you. Runway 25 approach is amazing. Oh, wow. Yeah, we'll have to do that. I'm always looking out for new new airports and stuff. Hey, call me Sticks, welcome. Does this include Detroit Airport, or is it just the city? At the moment it's just the city, but I believe they are planning to release the airport separately at some point as well. And this city pack is available on both sims, xplane 12 and Microsoft Flight Sim. Obviously today we're showing off the xplane 12 variant. I will take a look off to the left here. We're showing off the xplane 12 variant of the scenery. And again, a big thank you to Orbx for providing the channel with a copy of the airport to stream for you guys. And of course you can pick it up using the link in the pinned comment or in the description. From Fort Lauderdale, Spirit A321. Yeah, that sounds like a good idea. Sounds like a decent route. I don't have the 19, the A319. I have the A321 with the Neo pack. I don't have the 319 or the 20, but I do plan on getting them at some point. It's just I was getting other aircraft first, you know, since the A319, 20, 21 are sort of very similar anyway. So does anyone know, because I'd love to know, what is this huge expanse of water off to our right here? That we this huge expanse of water is like almost an ocean size. What is it? It's a huge lake. If so, what is it called? I'm sure someone here will know. I'd really love to know that. Look at this ortho, by the way. This is ortho, and it looks fantastic. It really does. Wow. Tell you what, the US has some great scenery as well. It really does. Lake Michigan there, I thought people would know. That does make sense considering this is the state of Michigan. Brilliant, thank you. Wow, yeah, it's huge, isn't it? We are going to be crossing it today. I mean, we are crossing it, and you can only bet. Can we see this? Can't see the other side, can we? No. Can't see on the other side just yet. Yes, we do, Elijah. We do need to set our altimeters. Thank you. We can... There it is. Alrighty. Too busy talking there. Alright. Yeah, so the Pilot's Life video I uploaded on Saturday of our first flight with Lufthansa Cargo did quite well. It did got more views than the rest of the series combined, so that was really great. Hopefully should have another video with Lufthansa Cargo coming out very soon. Yeah, really enjoying that series as well. If you're open for something new, I can recommend doing early morning VIP transports in the H135 helicopter in New York. Would that be a Microsoft Flight Sim, right? With the high performance group, if I'm not mistaken. I'm always open to doing that. Yeah, always open. Have a problem that approaching. I get trees just before the runway. Whereabouts? What airport? Hey Max EPWA, welcome to the stream. Do you have any information on the Flight Factor A350 V2? I don't, unfortunately. Nothing more than what we already know, which isn't much really, other than Flight Factor and TOTUS are working on one together. That's all we know so far. How do I buy the 777 V2? You should be able to get it just from the org store, but you can only get it if you're eligible, in which case you'll be able to see it at price. I think it's is it $70? I believe it is. If it says something like $777,000, then you're not eligible, so you can't. So you just have to be lucky when they release keys for it, really, to get it. Hey Captain Lewis, welcome to the stream, my friend. Mrock, don't know if it's Sim Heaven. Could be. I'll take a look at my Mrock at some point and let you know. Plane spotters here. PMDG 777 is releasing on June 25th. Flat factor is cooked. Well, we'll see. There are two different sims, remember, so we'll see which is better. I'm one of the chosen ones to own the V2. Ah, brilliant. Yeah, I got lucky as well. I got lucky as well when I got the flat factor. Wish 737 MAX worked for xplane 12. Yeah, I wish we had a decent one. The current one that some people are using is stolen code from Zebra, so yeah, don't use that. There is no proper 737 MAX for xplane 12 yet. Beautiful cockpit. Do you think that after this flight you can spawn at MROC and take a look? Yeah, we could do. Depending on the time when we finish the stream. Yeah, we could do at the end. Why not? But I do have Global Forest installed as well, so I've got Global Forest and Sim Heaven. So mine might look different, but we'll see. So, we are just reaching our cruise altitude, and we're actually also, this is the first waypoint on the start into Detroit. So we're already on the start in. Yeah, the freezing was me tabbing out of the sim. I forgot it'd freeze it for you guys. That was just me tabbing out. Oh, and now lost the scaling. So this is the issue with sometimes with that. So let me just reset this real quick. Gotta have a little bit of a play around. So give me 1 second here. And alright, that should be back to normal now, hopefully. Yeah, so when I tap out of xplane, it will freeze up on OBS. So it's quite unfortunate. Do you know when VNAV is coming? Flying without it is pretty hard. I actually don't mind flying without VNAV. It's not too bad for me. But I don't know when VNAV is coming. It should be soon though, for the 777 that is. What's the longest flight you've done? The longest flight I've ever done would be the in the 787-900 in Microsoft Flight Sim. I did Heathrow to Perth, which was around 18 or 19 hours. In the 777 V2, I just did. What flight did I do? I did Dubai to Sydney, which is around 16 hours. Hey Ben, welcome to the stream, my friend. Glad to have you here. So let's see, bring up the constraints here. There's our constraints, and we'll start our descent just after Chef there. Looking good. What do you prefer, TOLUS A319 or flight factor A320? I don't have the flight factor, but I do love my TOLUS. I've got the A321 and it's brilliant. From what I've seen, if you want a good, Airbus simulation, then TOLUS is the way to go. Do we know if loss to scaling can trick VATSIM into thinking you have over 20 FPS and thus don't get disconnected? No, it won't. VATSIM or xPilot will still read your native FPS, so you can't. looking good here. Really nice FPS now. We're up to about 54, and I'm on 100 FPS on my monitor. So it's super smooth for me. Look at that. This is ortho. Lovely. Alrighty. So yeah, we'll land at Detroit, although the weather doesn't seem particularly good, so I'm not sure how much of the city we'll see on our approach. But we'll definitely, once we land, we'll go and check out the landmarks package properly, closer up as well. I don't like how contrails look in X-plane. They're a bit grey, I'll be completely honest with you. I don't think they look too bad, but they are a bit grey at times. They could be a bit lighter, but I don't think they're too bad. How do you get weather radar? It's built into X-plane. I just have WX on here. Make sure your aircraft, the weather radar is actually on, and it's all built in, as you can see. I did Warsaw to Dubai in the V2, and it's an excellent aircraft, even in Alpha. Looking forward. Yes, Max, I agree. Even though it's in Alpha, you know, it's had its fair share of bugs throughout the Alpha. But that's the point of the Alpha, right? So, but honestly, the last couple of versions for me has been like 90% fully working. Good enough to be doing full flights in it, full long hauls. I can leave the aircraft overnight. I can go, you know, head to bed, go to sleep, wake up in the morning, land, and it has no issues. So, yeah, the 777 V2, very, very good indeed. Yeah, I hope Microsoft Flights in 2024 has some of these things integrated a bit better, like weather radar and stuff like that, or at least don't put the limitations on aircraft devs. You know, it makes it really difficult for them to add like weather radar and terrain radar and stuff. Is there weather radar in FS 2020? I don't think I've ever seen it work for me. Although I've not flown for a long time Microsoft Flight Sim, so maybe there is. I just don't remember particularly well. This ortho looks pretty nice though, out of here. It only shows rain, I see, Elijah. Hope that next X-plane update will focus on rain and snow effects, since I personally find them to be quite lacking. Yeah, the rain effect on the ground isn't bad, but I think the rain effects in you know, whilst you're flying through a cloud or something do need an improvement for sure. It looks like you're going light speed in Star Trek or something. Yeah, it needs an update. Plane spotters here. I just joined your Discord. Welcome, my friend. We've got just over 350 members there, so top of descent is getting close. Yeah, that was a bit of a shorter flight. Well, what's our first restriction? Is 210, so we'll set that. As soon as we get the decelerate come up on the PFD, we'll come up any second now. We'll initiate the descent. Does the Flight Factor 777 V2 have autosave like TOLUS planes? I think it will upon release. I'm not sure right now if it does. I think upon release it might do, or it might be a planned future feature. Right, so we'll start the descent there. Lovely stuff. Yeah, got about 350 members in the Discord now. Really happy with that. Everyone's super helpful. Everyone's helping each other out, sharing their own tips, tricks, and just general chat around aviation and flight sim. So everyone is free to join. Elijah Ray, X-Enviro fixes that. Really? You know, I'd be tempted to try that out. To try X-Enviro. I might do some looking into that potentially. Max, X-Plane 12.1 improved the graphics very much. It did. It really did. Oh, hey, Stan, thank you very much. Stan has come in with 5 gifted CUDA Captain memberships for you guys. Guys, if you did get a membership from Stan, please do say thank you. And Stan, I really appreciate that. I really, really do. That's 5 more CUDA Captain members on the channel. Brilliant. Thank you, Stan. And ship dub, imagine having volumetric snow which builds up on the aircraft and X-plane. It would be a whole another level of immersion. However, it would be an FPS killer. Yeah, that would be really cool, but I don't know how they'd implement it in terms of performance, but that would be really cool. Yeah, you know, I wouldn't be surprised if something like that is in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024, because I'm pretty sure that's the kind of things that they're focusing on, rather than, you know, flight model systems and stuff. They're really focusing on, you know, weather and graphics and the career mode in Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. How much is X Enviro? I'm not sure. I think I'll have to do some looking up on that, to be honest. Thanks, Dan. Yeah, those downloads, I need to update them, I think. There's still quite a lot on there for you guys to download, but we'll have to update them. There's some aircraft I've purchased after I uploaded the XP realistic profiles and stuff, so I'll have to add those onto the Discord as well. But Stan, thank you very much. I really do appreciate that. FS 2020 and X-plane should have a baby. It'll be the best simulator ever. Yeah, can you imagine? Although I think the having the 2 sims is really great. Having a bit of that competition, and you know, they're trying to achieve different things. It's just really nice to have X-plane if you want some really in-depth simulation, you know, and then Microsoft Flight Sim just looks beautiful. It really does. How many Volanta friends do you have? I'm not sure, to be completely honest. I'm pretty sure anyone can see, right, on my Volanta profile. But yeah, always happy to accept friend requests from you guys, for sure. I think when I tapped out earlier, I saw one, so I'll accept that after the stream. I would go and check now, but it'll freeze up the stream for you guys, so. Just can't fly commercial in FS 2020. I don't mind it. You know, I enjoy the Phoenix and the 737, and I'm sure I'm going to enjoy the new 777. But yeah, commercial X-plane has my heart, to be honest. Yeah, I need to do some more GA flying in Microsoft Flight Sim. I don't do any GA flying at all in Microsoft Flight Sim, so I really do need to. Looking okay here. Wondering if the software for the airline simulator is made by aircraft company or independent contractor. Yeah, sometimes they get licensed, but I'm pretty sure it's independent most of the time. For example, X-plane, you know, most of us are only involved in the desktop sim side of stuff, but Laminar Research do a lot of work behind the scenes on their commercial flight sim software as well, behind the scenes for full motion simulators. I believe they are licensed as well, I think by the FAA, or they're planning to, something like that. But you know, they put a lot of work into their commercial flight sims as well. There you go. Yeah, outside contractors. So descending here, we need to be under 230, which we have done just fine. And the next restriction is at throw. We need to be under flight level 190, above 16,000. So we'll just set 16,000 for now and let it work itself out. And we'll get auto brake low in. That should be good enough. Brilliant stuff. Alrighty. Nope, don't do that. Go for some flybys, I think. Bit of stutter in there. I'm seeing that on my screen as well. With every update, we gotta retune our graphics a little bit. I need to find the sweet spot, to be honest. but the upgrade to the PC should help a lot. Let's get the local QNH for Detroit then, which is going to be 3000. So since we've now set 16,000, we're just going to set our local QNH here of 30000, just like that. You can get the, there it is. Yep, X-Plane is FAA certified simulator using level D sims. Yeah, I thought so. They probably finance X-Plane with the commercial simulator earnings and sell it as a side product. I think commercial simulators is actually their main business, and the desktop is their side. I'm not entirely sure though. Hey, awesome Pigeon, welcome to the stream. What side stick do I have? I have a VKB Gladiator. It's an older one now, it's around 6 years old, but it's still absolutely perfect. I highly recommend the VKB sticks, especially the Gladiator line. I think the value for money on them is really, really good. The new NXT Evo, I think it is, the new NXT Evo is just a brilliant side stick. Have you watched Air Force One? I've not actually. Well, maybe I have, but quite a long time ago. I don't remember a huge amount of it, but something I've got to watch, I reckon. Right, FPS dropping a little bit now, 22. Obviously, for us, it's still about 40, but we want to stay above 30, ideally, with frame gen. To minimize artifacting and stuff like that. But let's see what happens. Yeah, there it is, it'll jump back up. There it is, back up to 40, 30. So that's probably auto loading in some new tiles, to be honest. Lovely Trent XWB engine. Yeah, I mean, look, this is a, what is it, a 12-year-old add-on? Doesn't look too bad. Obviously doesn't hold up to the newer aircraft, but yeah, it's not bad at all for its age. The A350 is just such a beautiful wing. I don't get below 60 FPS in X-Plane locally. Oh wow, you must have a really good system then. Yeah, looking forward to the upgrade as well. Me? Alrighty, so, well, bit of stutters there. We can now clear ourselves all the way down to 12,000, so let's do that. Has your sim ever crashed on a long flight? Yeah, I've had a few issues on longer flights and shorter flights. It crashed earlier today on a flight from Madeira to Lowy, Innsbruck. Upgrade will definitely be worth it. Yeah, 100%. It'll be a huge upgrade in terms of the CPU especially. Now we're struggling. You know, with beta, with X-Plane Beta 7, this is the issue I had earlier as well. First half of the flight is okay, and then FPS has dropped. There's no way I should be this low, even with slightly higher settings on buildings. I should not be on 15 FPS. Oh, there it is. It jumps back up. Yeah. Okay. Keep an eye. I think a lot of people have been reporting Beta 7 is not as good on FPS and there's stutters and stuff, so I think that's probably why. Because on Beta 6 I had no issues. I flew this exact route yesterday on Beta 6 and it was completely fine. And that was with auto as well, so yeah, I think Beta 7 not particularly good on performance for me at least. Imagine if MSFS 380 release taking so long because they're porting it over to X-Plane 12. I'm looking forward to that fly-by-wire A380 as well. Clear ourselves down to 11,000 now. We need to be at 260. which we just about are. Yeah, FPS is struggling now. I'm pretty sure this is beta 7 because I should not be getting this kind of FPS hit. I mean, look at the CPU is struggling. It really is there. And I was fine yesterday on beta 6, so this is an issue with beta 7 for sure. Well, looks like hopefully xplane get the next update out quick. Look at xplane speeding up at times there and then slowing down. Yeah. Is this on your pilot's life profile? It's not. No, we're not A350 type rating on that. Do you have scenery for MROC? No, I don't think I do. I'll have to check though. I don't think I do. Other than orthos, potentially. Yes, this is xplane 12, absolutely. And alright, I can only apologise for these stutters. I'm pretty sure this is to do with the new beta. But we'll do our best here. And we'll still need to show off the Detroit City, so we will do that. But yeah, I had this issue on an earlier flight today as well, so must be an issue with the beta. Got about 10 FPS more with the new beta actually, however I still have, before mentioned, stutters every 60 seconds, and it's mainly the reason for me investing into Microsoft Flight Sim recently. Yeah, this new beta isn't performing well for me at all, to be honest. It's just dropping down to a really low FPS every now and then it sort of stabilizes and then drops down again, so no idea. I mean, on the earlier flight I completely turned off my buildings and everything and it still got horrible FPS, so definitely some sort of issue at the moment. Are there some rumours about A330 for xplane? Yes, Tolis are developing an Airbus A330 as their next aircraft for xplane, yeah. Yeah, Tolis make brilliant products, really, really good. Try not to pan the camera too much because of these stutters, but do what we can here. And this flickering is introduced as well. I'm not sure what that is. Okay. So, let's go down to 8,000 now. Just following the constraints on the star. And yeah, this is quite laggy now. Well, platform, what's our platform altitude? Let's take a look. My FPS in xplane almost the same as yours. I have 3070 Ti a9 11th gen, 32 gigabytes of RAM, so pretty good setup. Yeah, so I've got the same graphics card and same amount of RAM, but obviously your CPU is a lot better. Meant for 40 series cards, so there's some odd artifacts. I only get artifacting when my FPS drops below 30, that's why. But this software should work for most of the graphics cards as well. It's just this issue of xplane is not helping at all. Yeah, it's an xplane problem because it's been completely fine for me. So it's descending nicely with these constraints then. We need to get down to 230. We've got platform altitude of 5,000, okay. So we should decel to 230. Look at that, we're on now, what is that, 15 FPS? Not even looking out the window. Something's definitely wrong. Bunch of Tolis did an old school jet like Delta 1011. Oh yeah. I don't think they'll do anything other than an Airbus fly-by-wire aircraft though. Maybe once they do everything. But, you know, their expertise are really Airbus fly-by-wire. But yeah, that'd be so cool. I'd love a TriStar in xplane. So what we'll do is, once we land, we'll take a look at the Detroit city landmarks, and then we should have enough time, I think, here to take a look at the Costa Rica scenery as well. Why not? But, oh, this stuttering. Definitely an issue with the new beta, because I've never had this amount of stuttering in X-plane at all. Yes, I don't think it's auto either, because I did this flight yesterday and I didn't get any of this. And besides, now this area here is my regular auto for XP tiles, so right. So we're descending nicely here. Get the landing systems on. Okay. Donut Low, welcome to the stream. Yep, thank you very much. Frame gen's great. Right now we're having some issues, not with frame gen, just with X-plane in general, but yeah, when it works, frame gen is beautiful. It really is. And next we need to go down to 6,000, so let's do that. Brilliant. And we're on the local QNH, that's all good. So you can see FPS now jump back up to like 36. And then it just seems to drop back down to like 15. There it is, now it's dropping. Absolutely no idea why it's doing that. So, what are we at now? 12 FPS? Yeah. I wish there was a way to downgrade to Beta 6 again, because Beta 6 was really nice for me. Did you do the same flight with Orbx scenery? I did, yeah. It's nothing to do with Orbx. This is the only thing that's changed is I've updated X-plane to the latest beta, which is clearly the issue. I actually managed to figure out that what's causing all my games to crash all the time. Turns out my CPU is one of the few i9s which cause system instability when reaching certain values. Oh wow. Underclocking, yeah. Have you tried auto? Yes, we're using it right now. And alright, this landing is going to be interesting if we're going to be at 11 FPS. It'd be great if Tolis made a G550 or some private jet, yeah. I'm tempted to try the G550 by AKD Simulations. So let's go manual on the speed, go down to 210 in accordance with the charts. And you know what we forgot to do? Oh, this is just terrible. Path approach. Gotta put this stuff in. So wind is 260. Let's just do this. 260 at 6. It's actually gusting 15 as well. Oh. At 6, temperature 34. Oh, it's warm here. Nope, why has it done that? 6. 34. QNH is now changed to 2998. And minimums are... Just take a look here at the minimums if my charts load. Come on, Navigraph. 832. Okay. So we need to change the altimeters here to 2998. Hopefully now lag spike on. Yeah, hopefully not. We need to go down to 5,000, so let's do that. My xplane 12 light brightness outside of aircraft is too high. Any help or thing you know? Not really. Bloom is quite high with 12.1, but if you really want, you can use the sunglasses, Shift S. But other than that, I don't really know, to be honest with you. Unfortunately. Let's go down to 180 now. Start getting slowed down for this approach. Or try turning off HDR, yeah, that might work. I have a state exam tomorrow and 93-degree weather is not going to help. Oh, well, good luck with your exam. But yeah, that is pretty warm. Alright, so I was very confused earlier when my FPS was taking a huge hit, and I think now we've confirmed that it is just a new beta, not working for me at all. No worries, shipped up. And we'll hold at 5,000 because that is our platform altitude here today. Should be making this right turn here shortly. There it is. 23 nautical miles out from the airport. Oh geez, 11 frames per second. This is not good. As I said, I can only apologize. If this isn't resolved fairly soon, I guess we'll be flying Microsoft Flight Sim on Wednesday. There's the city, as you can see there, coming into view. Take a look at that properly when we land. How do I put my landing gear up? G on your keyboard. Let's go flaps 1. Alright. Other than FPS, we're looking good so far. Jeez, yeah. Like I said, this is nothing to do with Orbx or auto. This is purely to do with the xplane beta. Seriously considering switching to stable xplane version. Yeah, beta 6 was pretty good for me, but guess I'll have to wait for beta 8 or RC1, I suppose. Because yeah, this is not good at all. For me, 12.1's been okay for the majority of the time. It's just this is the only beta I've had issues with so far. We'll get the approach mode on. You can see the airport in the distance there. And we'll get closer to the city. There it is, off to the left. It does look pretty good already. See a load of custom buildings there, and okay, we can ignore that. Custom bridges. Hey V Skycheck, welcome to the stream. We are struggling for FPS right now. The new beta is not very good on performance at all. First half of the flight was fine, but the second half we've just really struggling on FPS. And I did this flight yesterday, the exact same flight, and I was completely fine. So yeah guys, if you are thinking of upgrading to the new beta, I'd probably hold off for now because it's not good. As you can see, we're down to 7 FPS now. That is pretty ridiculous. you seen Orbx scenery for LA? There might be some. I can't remember if they've done LA landmarks yet or not. You can always use my link in the description to the Orbx site and take a look. Open your event viewer to see what it's about. If I tab out of xplane, it's because I've got the frame gen running. It's gonna completely pause the sim for everyone, so I'll probably take a look once we land. But we're gonna intercept the glide slope shortly. Jeez, look at this, 5 FPS. You know, when I landed into Lowy, I couldn't even, I crashed earlier, so we might honestly crash here. And if we do, I'm very sorry. If we do crash, we'll restart the sim for sure and take a look at the package, but yeah, this is not good at all. 5 FPS. Welcome to Detroit. It's had its share of economic problems, kind of like Liverpool, but coming back strong, home of the US auto industry and Little Caesars Pizza, 4K pizza locations in the States. Wow. Yeah, I believe Ford started in Detroit, didn't they? As far as I know. Oh, jeez, this is not good. 6 FPS. What is going on? Are you going to be able to go to MROC at the end? We will try for sure, yeah. If we crash, we'll just restart the sim. Oh, this is unflyable. This is definitely a huge issue in Beta 7 and makes xplane completely unflyable. Wow. Well, if Beta 8 isn't released or I don't somehow fix this, then we'll be on Microsoft Flight Sim on Wednesday for that stream. Oh, hey Nikki. Welcome, my friend. Oh, the Beta 7 joys. Yeah, it's not good so far. This is the second flight I've had issues. Crashed yesterday on final from EPWA to EHAM. Oh, in the event. Oh, wow. Disable your add-ons, plugins, test, start over. Yeah, I might do some testing tomorrow. But right now it might be difficult. We can't even go into the top menu here. Oh, there it is. I did testing earlier and, you know, it's just an xplane issue with Beta 7. Oh, look at, oh, what is Traffic Global doing? Let's disable that. Is that going to crash the sim? I believe the sim may have crashed here. No, it's not crashed. But we're sort of back. Was it Traffic Global the whole time, potentially? Alright, let's see. Maybe it was just Traffic Global and some incompatibility. We are now on the glide slope. We're still not getting amazing FPS, but it's a little bit better than before. We're descending nicely, 14 miles out. Austin's heavy coder. FrameGen is reported poor performance with OBS. I've been using FrameGen and I used it in my stream last week and it was completely fine. And I've recorded some videos and all sorts. And it's been fine. Yeah, it's still doing it, just not as bad. 20 FPS, we should be on a lot more for sure. We should definitely be on a lot more. I don't know, I'll do some more testing. I don't think it's FrameGen and OBS. Because I've recorded a 12-hour video. And it was fine. So, I'm not sure. And alright, so all our lights are on. That logo light is on auto. We are going down with descent. I think it was Traffic Global causing issues. The FPS still isn't where it should be. I mean, we're on 40 now and then it drops to 20. So there are still stutters and performance issues, but maybe it was Traffic Global.
2,500.
Here's a command line back down to xplane 6. Oh, Stan, thank you very much. We we might need that, honestly. Hey, Beluga, welcome.
2,000.
Ah, Stan, thank you. I appreciate that. And let's slow it down. Well, we have 7 miles. Oh jeez. Okay, we're gonna get this aircraft slowed down then. What's our VREF? 134. Flaps 2. We got a little bit distracted there. And why is the sim running so quick? Is it just me or is the sim running really quick? For some reason. Okay, well, let's disconnect the autopilot. And there's master portion. There it is. Alright. Oh, the sim is running in, like, fast motion. What is this? We have well and truly broken X-plane. We're running in fast motion.
400.
Look at the roll rate on the A350. Oh,
300.
jeez. The controls are really sensitive. What is
200.
this? Why are we running in fast motion? Have we got ground speed on double or something? Hang on. Sim. What is it? Sim speed? I don't know if I accidentally pressed the key binding, but the sim's running in like double speed. Alt Control T.
190,
Oh,
80,
no.
70.
Oh, there it is.
60,
We're back.
50, 40, 30, retard, 10, 5.
Yep, that was expected. But we got it down at Detroit. I have no idea what's going on with X-plane. It is incredibly broken right now. 100 knots, slow it down. Well, we'll try and go to the stand, but let's see here. Go manual braking, reverses away, take this high speed. That was really weird. Really, really weird. Alright. Well, let's taxi to a stand. I have no idea why X-plane was running at 2 times speed there. I had to cycle through the sim speeds to then get it back to a normal rate, and it was still being really strange. I would guess that command goes in maybe launch commands or something like that, potentially. But let's take this exit. Little rough there? Yeah, it was. Do you have mod? I don't. I just have Nightbot at the moment. No worries, Thomas. Alright, we'll taxi back and we'll take a look at the Detroit city landmarks. Although now, look, our performance is alright now. We're on 40 FPS. Yeah, the flight factor A350 landing is horrible. It is incredibly slow on the controls, so you have to, you know, when I'm landing, I have to pull my side stick back all the way. Same for takeoff, really. At about 50 feet. It's not realistic at all. But it doesn't help when your sim is stuttering and running at 2 times speed and all sorts of weird, horrible shenanigans. I did turn off traffic global. That seemed to have helped, but I am still getting stutters and stuff. So maybe it was traffic global. There's some incompatibility. I'll have to do some more testing when I get a chance. But yeah, that landing was pretty horrible as well, right? Can you tell Nightbot to stop deleting my messages? If you're putting all caps and stuff like that, it will, because it thinks you're spamming the chat. So don't use all caps. It's just default scenery. The airport is default, yes. But the city, which we'll take a look at over there, is Orbx. Alright, so taxi to a stand real quick here. Yeah, still getting frame drops like crazy. So issue definitely isn't completely fixed, but turning off traffic global has helped. And we can, if we go to serve here, just watch where we're going. Serve, controls, TCAS to standby. Watch where we're going. Alright. Have you tried auto DGS? Yes, I have auto DGS. We should get a marshaller here. But auto DGS is absolutely brilliant. I love it. I will be doing a video on it. Alright, so we're going to go... Oh, look how empty the airport looks without traffic global. Alright, we'll go into one of these stands over here. Oh, we should really watch where we're taxiing, shouldn't we? Yeah, V-Sky check, absolutely. We have to expect this kind of thing. It is a beta at the end of the day. So, absolutely. I'm completely happy with not flying with traffic global for a while if I have to do that. At least we found a cause. And yeah, we'll go in here somewhere. So, let's get the nose light off. There it is. Runway turn-off light is off already. So we're going to this stand here. Should hopefully get a marshaller from auto DGS. Although sometimes I find it just doesn't want to do it. Occasionally. So we'll turn in. We'll take a look at the Orbx landmarks then. And then we'll take a look at MROC as well, as was suggested. Where's our marshaller? We don't have marshaller. Doesn't want to do it, I guess. And we'll take this last one over here. Do it the old-fashioned way. There it is. Get the parking brake on. A little bit large flag, yeah, it is, but I just want to get a look at this. Let's just get the engines off. I know we don't have the APU on, but I just want to take a look at this Orbx landmarks pack right now. We're just going to leave it like this, that's fine. And where's the city? City's over there, so this may take a minute, or you know what we can do? Let me just end the flight on Volante 1 second, guys. Plane spotter CR. Accepted your friend request, my friend. Alright, so let's just do this. What's going on with our xplane map? Oh, there. Okay. So, just to be quick. Okay. Now we can... Didn't have to fly all the way over to the city here. Okay. So, we'll just let the orthos load here, because we sort of really quickly spawned, and we'll stick the settings on max here, so we get all the buildings that Orbx have modeled for us. And we'll take a look at this package. It is actually pretty good. It looks great. Just a shame the actual airport is a bit far away from the city, so you can't see it on final approach too well, but it does look very, very good. I am using XP Realistic, yes, always. First payware plugin I think I got, and it's a true game changer. It really, really is. It makes a massive, massive difference. So we'll take a look at this, at the scenery pack. Very kindly provided to the channel by Orbx. And then we'll take a look at MROC as well, which was requested. And we'll load here shortly. It won't take too long for you guys. Yeah, xplane beta 7 looks like it doesn't play nice with traffic global, but I'll have to do some flights without traffic global tomorrow, see how I go. FPS still wasn't brilliant, and I still had some drops and stutters with traffic global disabled, so maybe there's some other plugins not playing nice with xplane 12.1. If that's the case, once I do some testing, we'll see if we can downgrade to beta 6. I don't want to downgrade to the stable version. I do want to be flying on 12.1 if I can. And it won't take too long here at all. So, well, that was an interesting end to that flight. That was the strangest approach I've ever had in xplane, to be completely honest with you. Once we fixed the super low FPS and the stutters, sort of, xplane just started running for absolutely no reason at all at 2 times speed. So, yeah, really strange. I thought it looked, you know, we're only doing 130 knots and we're still going really quick, so. And the flight factor, suddenly the flight model became really responsive. So that's when I knew that something isn't right here. Alright, finishing asynchronous loading. Shouldn't be too long here, I do apologize. But I want to show off the absolute best of these custom buildings for you guys. And what we'll probably do is once we get, you know, xplane stable and a bit looking a bit better, we'll probably redo this flight or something. The reason it ran so fast because xplane was catching up on all the flight model calculations. Yeah, short final. Yeah, that would not surprise me at all. You are most likely completely correct there. Well, so first thing to note, the orthos here that you are seeing are not included. They are my own orthos, and xplane is deciding not to load them in properly. So we definitely have xplane issues, but the orthos are not anything to do with the Orbx package. So just be looking at the buildings and all of that good stuff. So looks pretty nice. We got all these custom buildings. Look at this, looks really great. Obviously ignoring the ortho. If you had some really nice custom ortho that was actually, you know, loading in properly, it would look great. But with all these custom buildings, it does look fantastic, especially from up here. And then we go to the main city here and we start seeing all of those custom landmarks. We've got the Little Caesars Arena. Now, I'm not particularly familiar with Detroit, but, you know, it looks really good. We've got another stadium here. This looks like a really big stadium, a huge stadium. We've got the Ford. Again, I don't know why my textures are just not loading in. It looks like our VRAM is completely maxing out. So, rest assured, textures are a lot better. I was checking this out earlier, and it was super sharp. But yeah, my xplane is just not playing nice today at all for me. So I do apologize. We'll for sure redo this flight and this stream at some point. All of these custom buildings look absolutely fantastic. Look at that. There's a building there with oily on it. Look at that. I'm sure if you're familiar with Detroit, then this would make this would be really nice for you guys. Custom buildings here. It does look really good. Got another building here, and you can, you know, the custom buildings really do stand out. They really do. Could be because I'm streaming as well. Yeah, it could be because I'm streaming as well. Now, one thing I noticed which was really nice, we have these custom bridges as well, which look fantastic. And this bridge here, initially I was like, huh, is that broken? As I was flying over to it. It's not broken. It is actually under construction. Detroit Tigers baseball, there it is. Stand those. Ford Field is the American football team, the Lions. Right, I see. Okay. And got a custom ship here as well. And there's the this bridge which is currently being built. and looks pretty nice. Again, I'm using my own custom ortho here. It is a high quality ortho. I have like zoom level 17 for this area. I don't know why it's just not loading for some reason at all. Maybe I'll post some screenshots of this in my Discord for you guys who really want to see it. We have a dock area over here, as you can see. There it is, some custom docks, some ships. It just looks really good. I mean, the detail, look at that. All of these custom stairs and vents, and the texturing on the vents, really, really nice. I mean, it looks brilliant, and it's definitely a great addition, especially if you really enjoy flying in and around Detroit City. Definitely a great addition to the sim, because look at that. Does that not look just brilliant? Really, really, really nice. Very detailed considering it's X-plane. It is. You know, default X-plane, you never get cities as detailed as that. The only way is via, you know, the Orbx landmarks, and you know, they have done a fantastic job here. There's you know, building. It's not just this area. There's custom buildings plotted around all over the place here. I mean, there's one here. You can tell they're custom, right? And yeah, more custom buildings here. They are really distinct. You can really tell when it's a custom building. Looks like there's some I guess telephone poles or something over here. Yeah, it just looks great. VRAM on the 3070 is only 8 gigabytes. I'm considering an upgrade. Yeah, X-plane really struggles with 8 gigabytes of VRAM, as we can see here. But look at that. Does that not look really good for X-plane? I mean, look at that. Absolutely fantastic. And it'd look even better if our textures actually decide to load, which is just an issue my side, nothing to do with Orbx at all. There's some more custom stuff over there as well. Yeah, custom warehouses. And as Amane says there, anything custom will stand out indeed. The river separates Detroit and Canada. Oh really? Is that the border then? I gotta load up my Navigaph again. Is 16 gigabytes of VRAM too much? No, that'd probably do you quite well. So, oh, indeed it is. Indeed, the other side is Canada. Stan, thank you very much. I honestly had no idea. I gotta brush up on my geography a bit, right? So I guess there's a border sort of section over here. I guess, is that this maybe? On this bridge, and then they're making a new one here. I really like that they did this under construction. It looks really cool. I really do like that. And yeah, just fantastic stuff from Orbx as always, and a pretty fair price in my opinion as well. Like I said, if you do want to pick it up, then you can just take a look at the link in the pinned comment or in the description. It's an affiliate link, so it'll help out the channel a little bit. And yeah, Detroit City looking fantastic there, and I'll post some screenshots as well in my Discord when I get a chance. The new Gen C GPUs, CPUs have to upgrade motherboard too. Yeah, most likely, yes. So, this is looking fantastic. And let's take a look at MROC now, as was requested on the channel. So let's just do that. Take a second to load here. So yeah, we'll redo this flight if we can at some point. Just because of those stutters and issues we had on approach. No worries, Stan. Thank you very much, and thank you for the gifted memberships. Really do appreciate it. So we'll load into MROC here and take a look as well. It's just a custom, sorry, a default airport, and we do have ortho running, so we'll probably have some orthos. But yeah, unless I get X-plane a bit more stable and sort of fixed, then we'll probably end up being in Microsoft Flight Sim on Wednesday for that stream. Maybe in the A300 or the PMDG 737. Up to you guys. Got 32 gigabytes DDR5 RAM and an i7 13700K, consistent Constant good FPS. Yeah, that's a, you know, a pretty high-end CPU, great RAM. So I normally get a decent stable FPS, but I guess with the beta I'm not. But normally, you know, when I did my flight yesterday, I was getting between 5 and 10 FPS. No, not 5 and 10. What am I saying? I was getting between 40 and 60 FPS really. And oh, Leaf has come in with 10 gifted memberships. Leaf, thank you so much, guys. If you did get a gifted membership from Leaf, do be sure to say thank you, Leaf. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate that. Appreciate everyone's support on the channel. It just enables us to produce more content for you guys. Remember, all the proceeds from the channel do get reinvested back into the channel or goes into my real world flight training. So rest assured it gets put to good use. But it looks like we're loading here into MROC. And we'll take a look at these trees. I believe it was trees on the approach of 2.5, was it? That was the issue? Good to see you on stream, Leaf. And just loading here. Do you plan on becoming a pilot for any airline? I plan on becoming a real-world commercial pilot. Yes, absolutely, I do. But in terms of what airline, I don't mind too much. So here's MROC then. I believe we actually went here on our 12.1 stream, didn't we? So runway 25. Oh, this area does look pretty cool. Look at this. I suppose you have doesn't look like you can approach from there. It looks like you have a nice approach coming around from on the left here onto the runway. That looks really cool actually. We will have to fly here for sure sometime. It looks really cool. This is with auto running, so we'll have to grab some generate some autos for this airport, maybe get a custom airport, but this looks very cool. SimHeaven did a magnificent job with this autogen. Yeah, it looks great, doesn't it? Really good. And I do have Global Forest running for the forest as well, which look brilliant as well. Sorry for late arrival. Did a test flight with frame generation. No worries, Leaf, at all. I hope you're doing. Hope you're having great fun with frame gen. Although you already have a pretty beastly PC, so you must be getting upwards of 100 FPS, right? I'm getting 121 right now, to be fair. So, hey guys, this area. Thank you for letting me know. This airport and this area in general looks fantastic and a really fun place to fly. Is that little windmills on the hilltop there? Yeah, this place looks amazing. Guys, we'll do a stream here. Maybe on Wednesday we'll do a stream landing here in Microsoft Flight Sim. How about that? And we'll do one in xplane as well at some point. But this looks pretty cool, I have to say. Looks like there's no trees on any of the approach. So for me, maybe it's this, maybe these trees here. No, these trees look alright. They're not in the way at all, are they really? So for me, I don't think I've got any trees in the way. Looks okay, unless, let's see here. No, those trees aren't in the way, right? Nah, they're good. Look at the power lines there. This looks really cool. Wow. Yeah, the weather here. As Elijah says, Costa Rica has some interesting weather, so you need to be careful. Yeah, this is some interesting weather here. This is live weather, so. But that makes it all the more fun. I love flying in challenging weather. For sure, we'll have to. I love flying in South America anyway. It's a really fantastic, beautiful area to be flying in. I recently found, I say recently, a few months ago, I found Santiago, which is a beautiful place to fly in. Never flown there before, and I flew there once. I loved it and thought we have to do some more flights there. So Santiago, beautiful place. Lots of areas in South America. The trees are at the end. I don't have any trees on the runway or too close to the runway. These trees are not in the way, as you can see. They're not in the way for me. I am running global forests, so, and on this side I've not got any trees in the way either, so I don't think I've got that issue. Flew Miami, Santiago, and Microsoft Flight Sim was amazing. Yeah, the terrain is beautiful. Other side? Again, yeah, I don't have trees on this side. either. It all looks good to me. There's some there's some mesh issues here, it looks like. But that could be to do with auto. To be totally honest, I believe I have too high frame rate without lossless scaling. So in fact, I get more stutters with it loaded. I have to... yeah, to be honest, a lot of people have reported the same. If you already have a really high FPS, then lossless doesn't particularly help. I think it's more for mid-range PCs, to be honest. If you're on 30 or 40 FPS, then you can use this to get a nice boost, like I'm doing now. You know, I'm on 50, I'm getting a boost up to 100, and it's butter smooth for me right now. So, why did we do that? We don't want to go back into the aircraft. Install this scenery. Yes, we will for sure. It's a beautiful area. It really is. Plane spots. If you're trying to post a link, which I think you might be, it probably won't let you. I don't know why YouTube doesn't let anyone post links, but you can DM me the link, plane spotters, if you want, on Discord. Feel free to do that. All right, so we're gonna end the stream there. I can only apologize for the horrible stutters and horrible performance we had there inbound to Detroit. I'll try and find out what caused that. Although we think it was traffic global, I'll do some more testing and get back to you guys in my Discord. We'll be in Microsoft Flight Sim most likely, I guess, on Wednesday for that stream. If I get X-Plane fixed, we'll be in X-Plane. If you have any suggestions what I should fly in Microsoft Flight Sim, do let me know. We have the Phoenix, the PMDG 737, INI A300. You know, I love flying the 787 as well, so just let me know. I think we'll probably fly to here, MROC, whether we're in X-Plane or Microsoft Flight Sim. And thank you all very much for being here. Thank you to Leaf and Stan for gifting those memberships. It's incredibly kind. It's always great to have new members on the channel. Thank you all very much for watching, and I shall see you in the next one.